back. We're going to be doing our match week 16 predictions here, folks. Let's dive in. So, as we're talking our predictions of Slot and Salah, let's talk our predictions series here, folks. Okay, last week was a tough one because we had to do doubleheader predictions. Hard to predict two games when you don't know what's going to happen in the first one. But we had match weeks 14 and 15. Going into those weeks, we had our score total as followed. I was in the lead at 89 points. Brandon was right behind Zach at 77 points, with Zach at 80 points. But as things go, predictions, we're getting a little tight. And our scores are as follows. Brandon is at 86 points, Zach at 93, and I have broken through and I have hit 101 points.
Cheater.
No comments. I had one correct score line right that week, and that's kind of what saved me.
It's
honestly.
weird how the guy who's always in the lead is the one doing the math.
We're cross-examining our math now though, because we had to.
I'm gonna go back and
double-check
watch
it.
every single episode and make sure our math is correct.
All right. We can go back and do our homework
My
here.
math, he had 97 points. Remember that when we cross-referenced.
All right. So, is it Chelsea versus Everton first next week, or is it Liverpool?
Yeah.
All right. So it's Chelsea versus Everton. Solid matchup right there. Brandon, what are you thinking?
Do I even am I allowed to give an explanation at this point? Clearly I'm going to be wrong. 2-1 Chelsea.
All right, 2-1
At the bridge, 2-1.
Alec?
I
get to go next.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have a lot of words for this Chelsea team right now that I'm just going to keep in my back pocket because some things are nicer left unsaid. I don't know what it is about this club in December that just becomes a completely different team. This is why said one of the reasons why I said we're not going to be in the title race, because we're going to lose as many points as we possibly can in December, essentially, and then we're going to be in 8th place trying to catch up again, and this, I don't know, we're tied on points with fucking United right now, we're only 2 points ahead of Liverpool, and apparently we were in a title race last week. It's just it's frustrating. So with that being said, I went 1-1.
1-1, all right. Brandon stole my score, so I'm going to have to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win now on that one. They definitely showed up against us, though, right? They showed up in that game.
Yep.
I feel like our story now, where we were talking about how we tied them when we only had 10 men, Dior. That's what we won that day. It was a trophy for that, the way our fan base was acting, which I'm like, yeah, it's a good result given the circumstances, but we didn't need to tie this game. We needed to win this game, and we didn't. So
narratives change very quickly.
Yep, which is why I was kind of trying to calm that talk down a little bit. I mean, not that I have the this overall impact on the Chelsea fan base or anything, obviously, but I'm just kind of let's just relax here. And
Caicedo wouldn't have done what he did if he listened to you.
I don't know if he ate his Wheaties or something, or took an energy drink and was just too excited going to that game or what, but he was way too excited going to that
Speaking
game.
of Wheaties, I just put myself on a wait list to get the Marty Supreme Timothy Chalamet Wheaties.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
I'd spend every penny that I have, which isn't a lot of pennies.
Sorry, not to stay off course, but we were doing a report at the station recently, and it was about Trump walking at one of the airports or something, and he's getting off Air Force One, and in the back you see the Marty Supreme blimp wherever he was at. I started cracking up. I was like, look at this promotion campaign.
Timmy for president.
Timmy, come on the show, T. You can talk some ball with us, man. Liverpool versus Brighton. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Anybody that knows me, I'd throw up.
That'd be nuts.
I'd throw up.
Liverpool Brighton is the next game after that. What are we thinking?
Now I'm all frazzled because we're talking about Timothy Chalamet. 2-0 Brighton.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I feel like a hypocrite here because I said Slott's going to last, but I do think they lose this game because Brighton's been pretty good. And even I don't know what happened in that Villa game because I watched the first half and then I switched over to the Chelsea game, unfortunately, that day. And they just fell apart in the second half against Villa. But that first half, they looked really good. I think it's another shock loss for Liverpool at Anfield, though. So I'm going to go 2-1 Brighton.
Okay, all right.
I was going to switch, but I'm going to just stick with what I had on here.
I have the opposite scoreline of that. I've got 2-1 Liverpool. Just thinking that they're going to find that mojo. So we'll see if it goes on.
Also, did you guys see Florian Wirtz finally scored a goal and they called it?
Yeah.
They
And then
called
they
it an
tell
own
him in
goal.
the interview, it's like, by the way, it was an own goal, actually.
Hey, at least he
It was-
played. He played well that game.
He did.
He's
And the
played
move
well,
and moving up, leading up to it, it was fine too. So it was
He's
great,
played
too,
well.
So.
very consistently.
Burnley versus Fulham is after that.
1-0 Burnley.
1-0 Burnley, okay.
I don't know if you guys watched that Fulham City game,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
that was
Insane.
Incredible.
Ridiculous. It's
Um,
where's that Fulham team been? What happened?
Chukwueze balling on loan from Milan. The classic. Don't fall in love with
Crazy.
the loan player.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That Kevin guy that they signed, that's their club record signing that I never heard of before. He's a little tricky.
Yeah,
I
he's
think he's gonna start getting some more game time, but he's a tricky one.
a good
Oh
player.
yeah.
Fulham's looking better though. Burnley gives people tough games though, so I went 2-1 Fulham.
Okay, different scores here. I've got 2-0 Fulham. You said 2-1 Fulham?
Yep.
All right. Arsenal versus Wolves.
3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 to the Gunners, okay.
I made a prediction to Christian, my brother, for those who don't know, about Arsenal, and I said that they will not be top of the table by Christmas. But this is not the game where they slip up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wolves are a sorry ass excuse for
Oh,
the Premier
yeah.
League team. They're just fucking horrible.
They'd be a sorry ass excuse for a championship team.
I
Pretty
was
much.
thinking about this. The
Yeah.
other, I'm like, would they they might not survive the championship. Like
I
they're
can see them going
only
down 2 years in a row.
like their
Mm.
only saving grace is that nobody from the Prem's buying any of these players.
Yeah.
So they're gonna except for maybe Sam Johnstone. He's like might be the only
He's
one
been
because
He's been
like
alright.
there's just nothing he can like. I don't think he's that good of a goalkeeper, but there's literally just nothing he can
He's
do.
the England number 3.
Yeah, which I mean that's he's getting used to take shots getting taken on him.
Yeah.
So it's but I went with 5-0 Arsenal. They're gonna fool some people before they.
I think
slip up
Havertz is.
again.
I think Havertz is back. By the way,
Maybe. That's
I heard.
maybe.
I heard he's back before Christmas, and he's the number 1 striker when he's back.
Ooh,
if
that
he
makes
is,
such a
that's
huge
crazy.
difference.
That's the
That's
article I
crazy
read.
if he is back. I know we got Gyökeres back at least. Jesus is tiptoeing back in, but we're also just crumbling at the back, which is nobody wanted this kind of thing happening, but it's just like, attack's healthy now, so the defense is just taking a shit.
Let me say, I'm not worried about that record anymore.
No, yeah, exactly.
Not worried about the
Yeah.
record anymore.
That
You're
haircut
just
would have
fine.
been
We are-
happening.
You're just fine. Yeah.
I picked 4-0 for the Gunners. Expect heavy rotation in this game. I don't think they see Wolves as a threat, but we'll still probably try
Does
to
Max
get the
Dowman get
win.
on the field?
Apparently he's injured.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
a little
saying, he
injury
just
report
got
came
hurt.
out about him today.
he's 15. He's barely
Yeah.
played. Now he's hurt.
I don't know.
It stinks.
Does he have the Lamine Yamal pubic issues?
I would hope not. We got to see him play, man. Palace versus City is after that, and boy, is this going to be a game.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good one, hopefully.
Bow, 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 bow.
What are you thinking?
2-2.
Nice. That was my score.
I went 2-1 City. I think they're starting to find their groove. Cherky is, I think
So
I
sick.
think he's the missing piece in that puzzle that we've
So
been talking
sick.
about all year. I mean, obviously Foden's been playing like he did 2 years ago recently, and Holland. So I think that
Yeah.
those three going forward, I think are going to cause a lot of teams a lot of issues, and I think that's why,
Yeah.
in my opinion, at this point in time, I'm thinking City's going to win the title.
Phil Foden was the answer to our question a few weeks back, where it's like if Holland slows down,
Yeah.
he fills in. Phil
Yeah.
Foden's the
He's
answer.
Foden and
totally
Cherky
finding
were
his way
the,
back in that team.
Mhm.
What was your score? You said
2-1 City.
2-1? All right, I'm going to maintain my draw with this one. It's going to be a 1-1 game. Low scoring one. Spurs versus Nottingham Forest is after that.
1-1.
1-1. All right.
You know what? I'm gonna go 2-1 Forest.
Ooh,
I think I have way too many goals this week, but it's fine.
that's not too bad.
Xavi Simon scored in 2 straight.
Yeah. Give me 3-1 Spurs.
3-1 Spurs.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
they're doing a little something.
How do
Right.
you have 101 points?
I tell you, it's just an accurate score here and there. All it takes is just one correct score line. That's just what's keeping me alive. Sunderland Newcastle.
This is gonna be
Huge.
Such a fun game.
This is a fun one.
Like, this
I
is the
take back
one-
my bow.
like this is the one that I got circled on my schedule for the weekend. That like I need to make sure I watch.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
like this is the must watch game. Like I don't care what I do Saturday night. Like I will find a way to make sure that I'm up at 9 o'clock to watch this game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first time that we've had the derby in years. I mean, I think since the last time Sunderland's been up, I want to say it was the last time the derby was. Obviously, Sunderland playing better than Newcastle right now. Newcastle with the more expensive, flashier team. It's gonna make for a good one. I'm so
Definitely.
excited for this one this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be good.
2-1 Sunderland.
Oof. All right.
I'm going with this is the maybe not numbers wise, but in my opinion, this is going to be game of the season. In my opinion, I'm going 2-2.
Damn.
I think it boils
Just
over.
one of
with-
those.
I think the end.
I originally had 2-2. And
Nice.
I think the game ends in not a brawl, but like when stereotypical shoving matches, and there's somebody sent off at some point in this game.
those midfield, both
Yes,
teams.
it's
those
going to
midfields
be
are
a
feisty.
absolute war in that midfield. I think there's going to be a lot of yellow cards to go around in this game.
Yeah.
Now me saying this, it's going to be the most boring game of the
Yeah.
year, but I'm going with this is game of the season.
If
Yeah.
I'm throwing out another prediction, if I get this right, I get 10 points.
Go for it. What is it?
If Joel Linton starts, he gets a red card. If Joel Linton starts, he'll get a red card. If I get that right, 10 points.
I'm just excited to see, as much as Sunderland, the team pisses me off with the way they pissed me off watching them versus Chelsea over the years. I am excited to see how their fan base is, because their fan base is going to be up, like their crowd is going to be up for this one.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm so excited to see, their fans this weekend at the Stadium of Light. It's
It'll be
gonna
crazy.
Unreal.
I do see this one being a firework game. I went originally 3-1 Newcastle, but it'll be, I think we'll see some goals. Give me 3-2 Newcastle. It'll be a banger. West Ham versus Aston Villa is after that.
The complete opposite.
Fuck you,
of-
Villa.
the
Fuck
complete
you,
opposite.
Aston Villa. Fuck Aston Villa so goddamn hard. Fuck Aston Villa.
I'm pretty happy with them.
God
Again,
damn.
I don't know about you,
God
Brandon,
damn it.
but-
That was the most frustrating thing I
It
ever.
was the most predictable Arsenal dropping points game.
It was.
ever.
No, it was. But to just lose, to just have it be a draw, I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it.
You know what?
It's a
They
draw.
did take
It's
my
gonna
3
be
points
fine.
away from me though. I had 1-1 and they took my 3 points away. So you know what? I'm kind of a little pissed at you, Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll happily take you guys winning. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh my
I
God.
would have liked my 3 points.
Like it's one of those things as a fan when you get enough bad results at a 7:30 kickoff, you're like, all right, I'm never gonna wake up that early again. I only stayed up because I was at work, and then I'm like, all right, you know, I'm up for the game. I'll watch the game. It's gonna be. We came back in that second half. We were. Oh my god, man! It was just torture to watch that torture, and then in that last 5 minutes when Villa was coming back, I'm just like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But just the way it happened, it was such a bullshit goal, just so scrappy, and it just finds its way in the net, and the place loses their goddamn mind. It was just like torture to watch. That was fucking miserable. Anyway, where do we think this game is going to go? Sorry.
I was just letting you have your
Just
moment.
said- I just
Yeah,
had-
I
I
was
was
just letting you have your
reminded-
moment. Yeah.
I just saw the name Villa, and I was just like, got a shiver.
Yeah, you know, it reminded me of the this year's Division 3 national title game. It was between Tufts and
I actually saw this on TikTok.
yeah,
like,
Tufts
today.
and somebody else. Tufts was down 1-0. They were literally counting down. It was the last 10 seconds, and the opposing team couldn't clear the ball, and Tufts scored with 4 seconds left. Took it to overtime. I don't know the final result.
I think Tufts won. I want to say.
Yeah.
I think they
I
ended
know
up coming back.
Tufts is
and
sick. Tufts is
won.
a sick program.
Torture.
But yeah, it just reminded me Arsenal could not clear the ball and just eventually found its way in the back of the net.
All they had to do was clear it.
Yep.
Hey, all I'm saying is that 04-05 Chelsea team's clearing that ball. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
'Cause I was obviously watching them when I was.
I think my
4 years old and
25,
remember.
26 JV Willie's team is clearing that ball.
Sure, yeah. I
Um,
think one Alec Biello in that back is going to clear that ball, right? We
Yeah.
saw my skills. Come on. All right. What is the score in this
you
game?
clear the
here?
ball to the top of the box.
I would.
I'll give you that much. 2-1 Villa.
All right.
I went 3-1 Villa.
3-1 Villa. I had 2-0 Villa.
Also, on the topic of West Ham, Paqueta just running his mouth.
Fuck that guy.
100%. That's him with the betting stuff again.
Fuck that guy.
He cleared all the
Mhm.
allegations. I've never seen a more obvious I'm getting sent off so me and my buddies can all get a paycheck. That guy is fixing the yellow card stuff still. Still he's
Fuck
doing
that
it.
guy.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna keep getting away with it. It's
Yeah.
so funny though.
He just might.
It's so funny.
How about not to steer so hard off of one football to another football, but you saw the Giants game too recently when he just squibbed that kick, didn't even kick the ball when they were taking that field goal. It's
He
like
did the Charlie Brown.
It's like, can you make it any more clear that you're sabotaging yourself and the team for whatever kind of bet you made here? Because they had that game and then they just blew it.
I've never seen a team run a fake, an unintentional fake field
I didn't
goal.
see or hear about this.
Oh man, it was bad. We'll show you.
Young Ho Koo, instead of kicking the ball, he kicked the ground a foot in front of the ball.
Yeah.
And because that happened, the kicker literally or the place holder literally picked up the ball and tried to run a play.
Really?
Nobody was ready for it. But that's literally because
It was a mess.
Yeah.
literally because he missed the ball. He literally just missed the ball. It's like when you, somebody like me goes golfing and you try to hit a nice shot and you hit the ground about a foot before you hit the ball. That's
Pretty
literally
much.
what he did with the kick. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Wow.
Football player paid hundreds of thousands of dollars or however much they get, Anyway, I digress. Brentford versus Leeds is rounding out the weekend along with Man United versus Bournemouth. Brentford versus Leeds, what are you thinking?
3-1 Leeds.
3-1 Leeds, continuing that hot streak a little bit.
Look, I owe Leeds a bit of an apology. I've given them a lot of shit on this show, and they must have been listening because granted, we were playing Uncle Tosin, and if anybody knows how bad Uncle Tosin is, you know what happens when he's on the field, and it's never anything good. He had a stupid foul today that led to a free kick that Atalanta won the game off of too. Not that it was directly, but there's other people could have done something, but an unnecessary foul. So granted, you did have to face Uncle Tosin, so you looked fine because Uncle Tosin, that's what he does with other teams. He makes them look better. But that being said, they gave City a tough game before us. They gave Liverpool a really tough game, and obviously had the late equalizer, which is just crazy. But I will admit when I'm wrong. They're better than I thought they were. They just completely deserved everything against us, so I will give them their credit. With that being said, they're still going to struggle to stay up, and I went with 1-1 in this game.
1-1, okay, all right.
Two teams that I think are playing a little bit above their level right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to say those were two back-to-back home games for Leeds that they needed to have some showings in. And man, did they do that. I think they poured all their gas into the tank last week for those two games, and it's going to be hard for them to keep that momentum up right now. This is an away game in Brentford that they're going to. It'll be a huge win for them if they can get it. I do think, though, Brentford will eke out that win, and it'll be something real tight of a 1-0 win. And that's hard to say after they just scored 7 goals last week or something, or 6 goals. But Yeah, I credit that to home atmosphere and the adrenaline that they had for those couple games and playing up to your team. So tough away game for them here. And then last is the United versus Bournemouth game. Big test for United here. What do we got?
3-1 Bournemouth.
Interesting.
Right.
I watched that Wolves game. That first goal that United scored. Holy shit! Talk about one of the worst goals I've ever seen. Like I can't remember what defender it was, but Bruno was on the ground, spinning, and he runs the opposite way of where he's taking the ball.
After he
I'm like-
slipped, too.
I'm like, brother, like, I know Wolves are bad, but like, how is this guy even in the Premier League if he can't he doesn't know the basics of defending?
Yeah.
Like he's jumping at something and lunging for something that's not there.
Yeah.
Like the ball wasn't there where he lunged to.
Yeah.
Obviously Bruno had his little stat padding session. Judas with this little stat padding session.
He's continuing a little
doing what he
score
does
streak
best,
here.
Scoring goals against the relegation fodder. That's his specialty.
That's 2 in 2 games, I think, right for him.
Something like that.
Yeah, part of me, the part of me that deep down wishes that he still was at Chelsea and still was the Mason Mount that we used to know and love. Was almost smiled a little bit when he scored that goal today, but then the adult in me that is me now was not giving Judas his credit or his flowers. Anybody could score against Wolves. I'm convinced at this point I could score against Wolves. I went 1-1 for United.
1-1. Damn. All right. It is a home game for United, and I don't know. I just feel like they're still going to have some momentum here. They're not going to lose this one. 2-0 United for that. All right.